Recording. There we go. Hello, welcome to Morning Mumbles. Hey, check this out. I wanted to show something real quick. This is a, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you can. Oh, this camera's great. Except when it's recording and it stops after like 15 minutes. This is Touch Portal. It's essentially a free alternative to a Stream Deck, so I'm trying to use that. It's just been great. I forgot to turn on captions. Oh man, this is great. I'm so prepared. Guys, you don't even know how prepared I am. I didn't even make the tweet yet. /live twitch.tv/beastfighter1 and mixer.com/beastfighter1. And then I'll get a GIF or a GIF, whatever you prefer. Pitch perfect. What's this one? Yeah, let's do that. I don't see a problem with it. It was in the movie, so why can't I use it?
Actually, that's actually really you're actually misogynist. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. What else is new? So yeah, hi, welcome to the show. This is a show where I make a fool of myself for everyone to see, and it doesn't matter who sees it. I don't care who sees it. I don't care who knows it. It's just gotta happen. Really noisy picture here too. Doesn't have any lights. Let's see what this does. It's very orange. Let's just keep it like that. We'll keep it like that. It's fine. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Screw it. Do it live. Yeah. So I'm really not prepared for this. All right. So let me tell you about my week. So last week was supposed to be. Well, it was, but for me, it was supposed to be my reading week, meaning that we basically had a week off, catch up on work and do the readings, as it were, readings that we have to read with our eyeballs. That's a very far-fetched concept, but hold on a second, bear with me for a second. Does this work? Boom. Yeah, it does, baby. And then you go back. It does, baby. So, yes, last week was supposed to be reading week, but instead, after Family Day, it was, I was rehearsing with the a cappella group I'm a part of. Great, fantastic group of people. Would not have asked to do that with any other with any other set of people. They're great, they're supportive. I have trouble with words, so I might not articulate very well. But yeah, it was basically from Tuesday till, Saturday, basically. We were rehearsing 6 hours a day. The last day was like 3 hours because we were leaving the day before the competition. And the competition is called the ICCAs, the International Championship Collegiate Acapella Competition. So, on Friday, we drove down to Waterloo, to an Airbnb so that we can have like a Dynamics, the group's called Dynamics, by the way. So we have a group Dynamics bonding experience, and that we did. We had a lot of fun. We had some Crynamic sessions where we just talked, which was very nice and definitely needed for that sort of thing, because there was gonna be high tensions at the competition, so we kind of needed something to ease our minds a little bit. And the Airbnb was pretty nice. It had 2 floors, a kitchen, some nice mood lighting, had a couple TVs. We watched Pitch Perfect because that's what you do. Because in Pitch Perfect, the reason why I say I was basically in Pitch Perfect, we were basically in Pitch Perfect, was that the competition they go to is called the ICCAs. And I like, that's basically tradition at this point. It's basically ritual. And I know another group did that as well. They all watched Pitch Perfect together. Which, you know, hey, maybe they could have hit us up and we would have watched it together. But no, it was an amazing experience. All the groups were fantastic. Fun fact, I was formerly the bass for the set, but when things fell through with our old beatboxer, where I guess he said I don't want to spread rumors, I don't want to tell lies, but from what he told me, from what they told us, was that they just got a job and it would interfere with scheduling and whatnot. So the day that we had to submit our the day we had to submit our audition video for ICCA, because you have to send in an audition video. It doesn't have to be of your actual set, but it has to be just songs that you are the most proud of, just to get to showcase your group's talent and expertise. So the day that we were recording that video, I think this was before we even recorded it. He told us, yeah, I can't do it. And so from that moment on, which was a while, he, him, Susan, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome to the stream. You were in Pitch Perfect. So here's the thing. Yes, but actually no. Let me explain. Basically, La Lisa. All right. So basically, the reason why I say I was in Pitch Perfect was that over the weekend, my acapella team that I'm a part of went to the ICCAs, the International Championship Collegiate Acapella competition, and that is what Pitch Perfect, the people in Pitch Perfect were competing in. So that's why I said I was basically in there. It was a whole lot of fun. I was the beatboxer in the group after plans with the other beatboxer fell through, and we were really scrambling to find new members because hot dang we needed it, and we kept searching up until the last maybe few months, and not really into acapella. That's fine. It's a very niche thing. I personally love it. I'm sure people who are watching it at the actual competition, I'm sure some of them aren't really into it, but it's just, you do it for support, yeah. And the experience, I haven't really looked into it. That's fine. Look at it if you want to. I'm not forcing you. The experience of being on stage versus rehearsing for it is a totally different experience. Because I've done it once before. Most of the people in our group, it was their first time competing. For some of us, for a very few selective number of us, it was our second time. So I guess nerves weren't that high for us. I'm sure it was, but personally speaking, but we felt much better about our set this year than we did last year, and unanimously. And even the newbies in our group, not newbies, the new people experiencing this for the first time, were just like, oh yeah, that really didn't look good. Because we only did a few songs where other people do 4, 5, or 6 at max, and our choreography wasn't all that great. It was really busy. Are you into K-pop? Not really. I've tried, but for whatever reason, whether it was maybe my mood or the song that was playing, I can never get into it. I mean, I have nothing against it. Just the people who post fan cams all the time on Twitter. Just like at the most inappropriate times. Those are the worst people. You're currently in training for that. In training to like K-pop, to get into K-pop. A K-pop training program. I know I have a couple of friends who go to K-pop. A debut? Oh, I see. I have a couple of friends who go to dance workshops specifically to learn K-pop choreography. I think it's each class they learn the chorus part of a K-pop song. So they'll learn it, and then at the end of the class they'll do a few rounds of it, and you've basically learned the chorus of it. It's a cool concept. Especially since like you learn it from someone who clearly knows and has practiced this choreography a lot. When I told my friends that I was under a company, they freaked out. Under a company? I'm not exactly sure your meaning. I'm stupid dumb. I know think good. I know think. Oh, you're a K-pop company. Oh. Yeah, like my friends are into it. There's Blackpink, there's BTS, there's Mamamoo, a bunch of others. I forget, but those are the ones I remember from memory at the moment. Remember from memory, yeah, that's a good phrase. That's a good phrase. Put that in your Twitter bios. I tend to remember from memory. That's a good phrase. But yeah, leading up to it, there was 6-hour rehearsals for 2 days. 3-hour, the last rehearsal before we left was 3 hours. And then on Friday, so it was in Waterloo, which is about maybe an hour and a half away from where I am, which is Toronto. And we had to be there before a certain time. And I think everyone came on time, as far as I know. So we stayed there, so we didn't have to worry about traveling in the morning to get there. Because it's a 10-minute drive, Uber drive, from the Airbnb to the place where it was being held. And it was leading up to it, I kind of had a sort of existential crisis where like I have so much stuff to do for school and so many things to work out, and I could have been doing it while I was there, but it was kind of stressful. I almost had a little bit of a panic attack. But you know, we went out for lunch. I don't know, for dinner or lunch. I can't remember. And sort of relaxed there, and that kind of eased my mind up a little bit. And actually leading up to like actually perform, because okay, I'm on the same as BTS, but I used to be on the same one as Twice. Ooh, fancy. Anyway, leading up to the competition, to the actual like performance, we had a meeting with all the groups in the main auditorium, and to determine the order at which the groups were going in, we drew numbers, which is a totally asinine way to do it. I wish there was a different way, but I can't think of one. So we drew numbers. There are 10 groups, 1 to 10. And one of our members went up, and she was the second last to pick. And the last two numbers that were left for her to pick were 1 and 10. So we were either going first or we were going last. And we got first. Ideally, we talked about it, and ideally we would have wanted something after the intermission. So it was 6 groups, and then 7, 8, 9, 10. So we wanted like maybe 7 or 8. We got 1, which isn't a bad thing. It isn't a bad thing because 1, we get it out of the way, and 2, people are more attentive on the first group. But even so, I was talking about this with one of the other members, who's also my cousin. The possibility that being first means that you have nothing to compare it to, and that it's essentially like being first is like the worst position to be in, which I don't think it is, but there are factors that play into, you know, being judged first or having to perform first. That'll affect like maybe the score or whatever. And we did great. Like, I thought we did amazing. Like, that performance was the best we had ever done, which, you know, I would have expected, but it was so great. The energy was great. I mean, people were having fun, and I could hear the improvement we have made throughout the past, you know, months, 6 months that we've been like rehearsing for it. Like all the choreo and all the little notes and timings and the arrangements, like it was very magical. There's something very magic about it, and it all went by so fast. It's 12 minutes, and for some of the times, like, it would be the longest 12 minutes of my life. But in that moment, it was like it was the quickest and the most exhilarating 12 minutes I've ever had. Like, by the time we were finished our last pose, I might post the video up sometime. But our last pose for our last song, we go like, we raise it up, and then we close our hands, and then we bow. At that moment when we close our hands, like, I almost teared up. Like, it was so much hard work, and everybody freaking nailed it. And then we got and a massive props to the other groups who performed. You guys were freaking fantastic. And I will admit that our arrangements weren't really up to quality, up to snuff with the other ones. But for what we made and what we got, like, this is monumental for us. Like, I'm so proud. And I'm sad. It's sad that I'm graduating next year, and I don't know if I'll be able to join next year, but I could maybe be like the arranger for it. Who knows? But yeah, it was so much fun. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I was basically in Pitch Perfect, and you weren't. You seem to underestimate the knowledge that what if someone came and it's like, I was actually in ICCS too. They'd be like, hey, if you weren't here this year, congratulations. I think it was Surround Sound from Toronto as well that got 3rd place. 2nd place was Unaccompanied Minors, and then number 1 was In Full Color, which I will say, In Full Color follows like a narrative, which helps for like story wise, and the choreo arrangements are really great. Surround sound's choreo was freaking unique and fantastic. They made a throne at one point for someone. They made windows with their hands, and the person that was soloing and people who were a couple of people who were dancing in front of them, she walked by like passing by like, oh, there's my lover, and like passing by each window. It was so unique. It was so good. And we were talking about how this one male soloist really freaking killed it, and he didn't win best soloist. Like, congratulations to, like, it's not that like the other person didn't deserve it, but that guy was a strong contender. And we were some of us were kind of mad, but not to the point where, like, you know, where we made a fuss about it. Where we went out to the judges and we're just like, sir, ma'am. And the thing was that, like, on countdown, I'm just gonna turn it off. The thing is that when you see the judges in like the front row, you can clearly see that there's 4 of them, and you see they have like lights on them, and sometimes they're not really paying attention to most stuff. They'll be looking down when some great thing happens. You know, they try to, you know, stagger each look up, I guess. I don't know how that works. But it was still a lot of fun. I could tell they were impressed with some of our like choreo, and people I could hear that people could have fun with it. One of our old members, hello from Spain. Hello. El Morno TV. Welcome. Hello from Canada. How you doing? It's morning here, but it might not be morning for you where you are. So I'm just gonna say hello. Welcome to Morning Mumbles, the show where I talk about things and how I was basically in Pitch Perfect. From Barcelona. Nice. My sister recently went to Spain to play her senior band, and she's great. Do you like it, this city? Do I like Barcelona? I've personally never been, but I'm sure it's great. If that's what you're asking. So I was saying before that one of our old members, a couple of our old members actually, came to Waterloo to support us, and we heard them from the audience when we were walking on. They're just like, oh, Rynamics, I love them. It was the sweetest thing. It was so sweet. We saw their story. I saw their story coming in like to the venue, and I'm just like, oh, bless their hearts. Bless their hearts. The people in Canada is family friendly. That's what you think. That's how we are. Yeah. There are a couple of bad apples where but in general we're very happy people. I mean, from the people that I hang around with, which might be bad because that might put me in like a bubble and I close myself off from reality, and that's just not really healthy. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? I'm just the guy sitting here talking to no one, talking to people, to virtual screen, and I'm not very good with words, so that's another downside to my character. It's a problem. It really is a problem. Thanks to Touch Portal for giving me some physical buttons, some buttons to touch rather than to press that make noise. So I could be like, that's how I'm controlling the thing. So I press and zoom, boom, and I press it back. It's really great. It's a great free alternative. Like I don't need many buttons. So because you're limited to like 8 on each page. So there's one here, and one of the buttons is already like taken up by a page 2. Same with the other one, like to go back to the main. But it's a very versatile program. I would pay. So how are you doing this morning? How are you doing at your current time of day? What's new? What's new? I haven't seen you around in this here neck of the chat. So tell me what you've been doing, if you want to. No one's forcing you to. I didn't say 412 chat. I mean closed captions. You're relaxing in your house. The best kind of day. The best kind of day. Ooh, that's a word I can't say. That's a word I can't say. Why can you still say that in the chat, in the Twitch chat? Why can you still say that? Why can you still say that? One question. What's your question?
Do a lot is nice. Worst case scenario, you go bin or you
stop. What's your question? Oh, why are they? Oh, Steven and Mal, come on. Where's the Which one's this one? Is it Route 113? Great route. Freaking great route. Great music. Sorry. Just being gross. We just out here being gross, dude. Like, have you ever decided like you want to be gross today? In Canada, are there more Spanish people? Not really. From where I am, there's not really. I'm sure there is somewhere, but from where I am, not a whole lot. It's been increasing, but not a whole lot. How do I... Where's the... Are you native in Canada? Yes, I was born here. I am Filipino as my nationality. My parents are both born in the Philippines, but everyone else in my family here, me and my 2 sisters, were born here in Canada, and we've lived here ever since. It's great. Where's There you go. I was just doing some stuff. There was other things I wanted to talk about today. Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing's coming. It's been hotly anticipated, and I love that. So Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal, the sequel to the 2016 Doom, are coming out on the same day, and I've been loving the art and interactions that people have made between Isabel, which is the main who is your assistant in New Leaf, and the Doom guy, just like having fun together, hanging out. Isabel being in the Doom world, and there's a really good animation of Doom guy coming in to EB Games or whatever, a game store, and redeeming and picking up an Animal Crossing Switch, putting it in his Animal Crossing bag, and walking out. And then Isabel, who's just a little taller than the counter, picking up the Doom Eternal game and then getting the special edition helmet, putting it on her head, and then walking out. KK Slider pulling up, playing the Doom music. She gets in, they drive away. And it's so cool too because like the Twitter account for Doom Eternal has been it's just excited about Isabel and Animal Crossing. Because when Nintendo announced the Animal Crossing Direct, Doom Eternal. Hey, thank you, Rowdy13, for following. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hey, bro. How you doing, bro? Welcome to stream. Welcome to Morning Mumbles. Great to have you here. It's a show where we talk about stuff that interests me. Right now, we're talking about Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal and how they're best friends. You a little nervous? Why? Why are you a little nervous? There's no reason to be nervous here. Take your nervousness. Take the nervousness over here. Put that on a shelf for a second. Put that on a little tiny shelf. Put that aside. You just gotta put it aside. You gotta put it aside. It's your wedding. Getting married? Oh my goodness! Congratulations! Congratulations! Goodness gracious! Congrats! Congratulations! Whoever you're marrying is probably very lucky. Yeah. Her name is Inez. I think I pronounced that right. I've seen the spelling of that name before. Inez. Or Ines. Inez. It could be just the most literal thing. I'm sorry for thinking this, but I don't know if it's true. I'm thinking this is like a Ligma joke. Name's Enos. It's like her name. Oh, Enos. Yeah, Enos. These nuts. I don't know. I don't know. But if it's true that's your wedding tomorrow, then she's a little obsessed. Well, I mean, I think that's the best thing that can happen, you know? Obsessed with you. How long have you all been together, may I ask? That's exciting. I wish I could RSVP. 2 months? Wait, 2 months and you're getting married? So fast. I mean, hey, congratulations, but to me that seems a little fast. I have been thinking about that too recently, where like friends, it's a super love. Well, you got it. I hope it is pretty super. I've been talking about like how people I knew in high school, like they're my age, and like I'm 21, and they're already having kids. You know, I see like baby showers and baby reveal parties, and you know, some of them had kids like way earlier, and it's crazy to think how like how different everyone, you know, paces through life, you know. I'm barely ready to, you know, have a kid, let alone like, you know, have a house or a car or something. Like, it's really, I get that, you know, I could go through life at my own pace. You know, there's no rush in anything. That's what I think. But yeah, if the timing feels right and you're able to, then like go for it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That might be a detriment, but hey, congratulations to you. Congratulations. Let me put my patented K-pop heart up here. That's patent. I came up with it. I'm the one. I'm the video game boy. How long have I been streaming currently? 42 minutes. Plus like a 5-minute countdown. K-pop heart. Is that thing. Yeah. How long I've been streaming in general? Maybe 2-3 years. Am I getting better at it? No. Are more people coming to see it? No. That's what happens when you go into an oversaturated market. You gotta make yourself stand out somehow. You know, this show is something that, you know, a lot of people are doing, like talking shows. But I feel like we could just like talk about stuff in general. Like, you guys could like suggest topics too. If you go to my Discord, invite.gg/beastfighter1, link in the Twitch panels, discord.gg/beastfighter, invite.gg. You got good quality? Thank you. I recently invested in a better quality camera, which has autofocus. Autofocus. There we go, autofocus. Good. It's pretty good. It just took a second to kick in. I can follow my face around. Wow. Always keeps me in focus. The one downside to this though is that if I cover my face, there we go. The one downside is that when I'm recording, it overheats. So after maybe like 15-20 minutes, it just shuts off and I have to wait. And my recording sessions are usually maybe half an hour to an hour, so it is kind of a problem. But for streaming, it's totally fine. Follow me on Insta, do it. I'm pretty much... I gotcha. My first post on Instagram after a while was trying to win an Animal Crossing Switch. I'm desperately trying to win an Animal Crossing Switch. So if you see stories of like posts about Animal Crossing Switch Edition, Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch Edition, or, you know, trying to win one, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry, because I want to win this. I want to win this Switch. I check every day. I enter all the competitions, because if I win it, it's not gonna be for me. I have a Switch already. It's a Switch that me and my sister share, and if I win it, I'm gonna give it to her. It'll be her Switch. So yeah, if I win it, then yippee doo dah, going straight to her. Cause she's excited. She's more excited for this than I am. I see that. Thank you. I wish there was a custom like Instagram like pop up like, thank you for following on Instagram. Blah 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 blah. But no, nay, it wasn't meant to be. People don't care about people don't care about showing Instagram followers on their stream. Who cares about that crap? Who cares, I say. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that care. Here's the thing that I was thinking of earlier. So Logitech came out with a camera with a new webcam. You know, not like a regular like a streaming camera, a webcam that can rotate. You can rotate it 90 degrees to make it portrait mode. Why? Why would you do that? Because it's meant for live streaming, and you can't live stream to Instagram or something like that from your computer. I mean, not in the conventional way. You have to go from your phone, and it shows them like streaming to Instagram or like some sort of like vertical streaming service, and you can't really do that. Which, you know, I think maybe it's like for I don't know, like maybe creating content that's vertical, but even then, that's fricked. Oh, Ines, hi, how you guys doing? Hey, cutie. Oh, doll. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Oh, you two are just the cutest. You two are cute. Yep, he just came in here to say like, hey, there's this girl named Ines. We're getting married. Do I have any tips for you? Gosh, I don't know. I've never had to give tips to someone who's getting married tomorrow, let alone like tomorrow. Like, I've never been in that situation. I guess, hold on, let me change out the music here. I guess my number one tip that I would just give as general advice is that make sure you're honest with each other, with yourselves and each other. Because I've said this 100,000 times before in other contexts. I'm invited. I get to RSVP. I most likely can't make it, man. But thank you for thinking about it. The one thing I'd say many times. What? Rowdy? What are you getting yourself into? Are you being rowdy with other? Get a divorce on Saturday. So get married tomorrow, have a divorce on Saturday. That's great. It's not great. Please be serious. The one thing I say about honesty is that you have to be honest with most honest with yourself, because most people think that love is like what's happening? You're one. Is this even worth telling? Some people think it's one. You're both two halves of a sphere, and then you come together and you're one sphere. But no, what it really is, it's you're your own sphere, and the other person's their own sphere. Meaning that, like, you know, you accept each other you accept yourselves for who you are, and when you come together, you accept your flaws and all the shortcomings, and you work through that together. I feel like I'm being set up. I feel like I'm being set up here. Like this isn't a place to argue right now. I suggest you guys work this out somewhere else. Or I'm being duped, and this is the same person on two accounts. Like this really isn't. This really isn't the time for it. This really isn't the time. Would you guys discuss this like adults, you know, somewhere else, you know? I'm a little uncomfortable. Ba-ba-da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. So yeah, ICCAs were great. I'm base turned beatboxer. Temporarily, I guess. Since we got a new base, we were scrambling to find like new people for the group, for our acapella group, and then right up until like the last like a few weeks ago or a few months ago, we got a base, and then beatbox game. There were a lot of better beatboxers at the competition, which I was awestruck at because they were so good. The sounds that came out of their mouths were just fantastic. Stuff that I could never dream of doing. Cause like I'm a very simple beatboxer. It's like I could do like. Like I could do that basic stuff, but when it comes to other complicated stuff, I can't do it. But it's nice to hear. Nice beat, thank you. Ba 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 ba. Bum bum dun da da da. Ba 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 ba. This is great. I love this album. I love these lo-fi chill albums. The last one was Pokemon and chill, Poke and chill. This one's Zelda and chill. But you know, we all got chill. We all got chill at some point. We all got chill out. You know, there's so much tension in the world. There's so much going on in life. You just gotta relax. Yeah. You need the vibe check. I hate the vibe check emoji. Like just the red eyes and the realistic hand coming at you like. It's scary. I don't mean to scare anyone else, but it's scary. I really don't know what to say at this point, other than like school's been a slog. I don't know if anyone saw the video yesterday, but I'm graduating this year, which is a huge deal for me. And once that's all done, I mean, I'm back to videos and streaming on full tilt, and I'm really excited for it. Bryson needs your feedback. Wow, who would have thought? Like I like this gives me, like, these streams give me something to do in between you know, worrying about school and projects and stuff like that. So it really is sort of it's sort of therapeutic for me. And we get very interesting people in chat. Today is Tuesday, right? Yeah. It's Tuesday. Which means a lot of stuff. You know, I could tell you, but I don't really know. Because I don't really know what lies ahead in 2020. There's already been a lot of stuff that's happened. But if you believe hard enough, then you can work out whatever you wanted to achieve. Brazil is here! To you, J-How. Welcome to stream. Welcome to Morning Mumbles, the show where we talk about things. Greetings from Canada, from over here. How's that over there in Brazil right now? Is it morning? Is it afternoon? Is it night? Who knows? I don't. Brazil time. Oh, it's like the afternoon. Pretty much. It's close to. Or if you're in Rio Branco, it's the same time. I don't know, man. Look, I'm doing my best over here. I'm doing my best to try and entertain people. Try to do my best, you know. My time is limited on this planet. You can't speak English? That's fine. That's fine. I can't speak any other language besides English and French and a little bit of Spanish. But thank you for the follow. Thank you. That's you. That is you right there. Thank you for the follow. How close are we to on Twitch? 200 followers. What are we at right now? We're at 98. Oh goodness, so close. So close to so close. I can taste it. I can taste the 100. That was gross. That's very gross. I apologize, except I don't. It's just so good. It's so good. His album. I'm gonna link this album because people need to hear it. Gonna put it in all the chats. There you go. Because you need to see it. You've got to see it. You've got to listen to it. If you're any sort of Zelda fan, like I am, you'll get a kick out of this album. It'll rock your socks off if you don't have socks already. Then put them on, because you're ready to get kicked off the island. Whatever. I think that's my cue to leave. I think that's my cue. Thank you for being here for Morning Mumbles. This makeup Morning Mumbles stream. Normal Morning Mumbles streams will return next week. So on Monday, I'll be back on Mondays. And I will hopefully not oversleep. I was a little late for this one, just because I was goofing off doing other things. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you're here after the fact that this stream, what are you doing? What have you been doing? Go subscribe, follow, do all the things. I'm everywhere on BeastFighter1, everywhere, except for TikTok, which I don't use. Yeah, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Life's too short to be angry, so go around and spread be positive at times where you can. So, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, bye to BeastFight friends. Stay awesome. Have a great day. Till next time. Goodbye. I get to press this button here. Goodbye.